Let's do this. In a video I made a couple of months ago, I said this. I identify as part of the LGBT plus community, which I don't think is something I've ever actually talked about online before. But yeah, that's the thing. And I got quite a few comments noting that I had said that and asking about it and seeming excited about the fact that I'd said that. And so I thought, it's Pride Month, what better time to talk about it? Hello, I'm Jenny and I am bisexual. It feels weirdly liberating to say that. I don't know why, I've been saying it for years to friends and stuff, but like, I've never said it on camera or online, and it feels weirdly liberating to tell you guys. I'm bi. Yay! I'm so happy I'm finally making this video. It's really, I don't know why. I cannot stop smiling right now, it's great. Oh goodness. I've been thinking recently that I might actually be pansexual, but I haven't quite figured that out yet, so I'm gonna stick with bi because that is how I've identified for quite a long time now. And I am someone who very much believes that sexuality is fluid, it can change over time, you don't necessarily have to label yourself if you don't want to. I do because I have a connection with the word sexuality and gender identity are fluid. Not like liquid, like, yeah. You get me, it's fine. I've never tried to hide my sexuality, I've just never felt particularly compelled to talk about it online until recently. And I think part of that is because actually when I started making YouTube videos, I didn't specifically identify as bisexual. I never really identified as straight either. I think I always knew that I wasn't, but I didn't really know what I was or how I identified, so I just didn't really talk about it, and actually for a while didn't even really think about it. I just kind of went with the flow and was like, meh, it's not a thing, it's fine. So it's not like I didn't talk about it because I felt ashamed or afraid of getting hate or whatever. It's just that I hadn't actually figured it out myself yet, so I never really thought to talk about it because I didn't know how I identify. It was only a few years ago, I think, that I actually felt a connection with the word bisexual and started using it to describe myself. Very timidly at first because I still wasn't 100% sure, but then as time went on, I kind of became more confident that that is my sexuality. I kind of thought, I'm not straight, I'm pretty sure I'm not gay, this is the word that I think describes my sexuality the best and that I connect with the most. And it was nice to be able to actually like go, yeah, I know what it is now, yay. And over the past year or two especially, I've really been embracing it and it's felt great. I talk about it very openly with my friends and loved ones, so I thought, why not talk about it openly here as well? Although, I don't think I've ever actually told my parents. Surprise! Pretty sure you know. I feel like you must know, cause the way I talk about it, you know. I didn't need to say to you, I'm bisexual. I feel like you got it. You got it. Do tell me if I'm wrong though. Let's have a chat about it. I think one reason why I've never talked about it online before is because I've always been in relationships with men, and there's that whole thing of like, oh, you're with a man, you can't be bi, you must be straight. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. Being with a man doesn't negate my bisexuality. It doesn't mean that I'm suddenly not attracted to women or any other gender, because I am. I very much am. Just like if I were with a woman, I wouldn't be 100% gay. I'm still bi. I still like both. That whole thing really bothers me. Can you tell? Whether I am in a relationship with a man or in a relationship with a woman or in a relationship with a non-binary person or in a relationship with a trans person, I'm still bi. So deal with it. And in my opinion, sexuality and gender identity are fluid. It doesn't matter what the gender of the person you're with is. You're attracted to who you're attracted to. Love is love. And I'm still bi. Or pan. But anyway, my last boyfriend knew I was bi and was totally fine with it. He was very respectful of it. And my boyfriend before that, from years ago, that was before I was actually out as bi. So I don't know what he would have felt about it. I can take a guess, but I'm not going to. And actually I started seeing someone recently and it's quite serious, and he is also male and he knows I'm bi and he's super chill with it. He's very respectful of it. He actually asks questions about it and we talk about it, and he's like super, he embraced it and it's great. And I'm still bi. even though he is a man. And I'd still be bi if he were a woman. I can't stress that enough. Like, I am bi no matter who I am with. That is how I identify. And it's a bit of a weird thing because I actually didn't think that my next relationship would be with a man. I thought it would be with a woman because that's kind of what I was gunning for, which sounds really weird. I've never been in a relationship with a woman. I've been with women, but I've never actually had a girlfriend. And so I really would like to experience that, because there is that whole thing of a lot of bi people are not 50-50. It's not I like men just as much as I like women. I think most bi people, it's I like both but I prefer men, or I like both but I prefer women. I don't know where I stand on that one. I kind of have always assumed that I like both but I prefer men, but I don't know if that's just because that's all I know. That's the only real experiences I've had have been with men, relationships with men, and I've not really experienced the other side of it. So there is part of me that would like to obviously experience the other side of it, to know if I have a preference and know what that's like, and if it feels different in a good way or a bad way or whatever it might be. And I thought about it quite a bit after I'd met this guy that I'm now seeing, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't go ahead with this so that I can have that experience. But then I was like, well, that's stupid. You really like this guy and he really likes you, and it's awesome, and it seems to work and be going well. So why would you give that up just for the chance of being with someone of a different gender that you might not even find the right person? I had to try and remind myself that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he's a man. It wouldn't matter if it doesn't matter. And I feel like now I'm just venting. I feel like I should talk to my therapist about this, not you guys. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this, and I would like to continue talking about it. I love watching content from other people in the LGBTQ+ community. I find it empowering and inspiring and interesting and informative and fun and great and all those other good things. And so I wanted to join the conversations, and I wanted to be a part of it because I can, and I will be, and I am now. Yay! Hooray! I'm very proud to say that I'm bi, because giving myself that little label has helped me, and I don't think I fully realised how much it helped me until recently. And I know that not everyone subscribes to labels, not everyone likes them, and not everyone wants to label themselves, but I personally like labeling myself as bi because it helped me understand my sexuality and be okay with it and realize that it's a real thing. I'm not just weird. I am weird, but I'm not weird for that. It's a real thing, and there are many of us in the world, and it's great. At school, I was made to feel weird and bad about certain things I did or said, and ways I acted sometimes. And I think if I'd known that bisexuality was a real thing when I was at school, I wouldn't have felt so weird and bad, and I would have known that actually it's totally normal, and it's a thing that a lot of people are. So it's been really helpful to me as an adult being able to go, hey, that's how I feel. That's how I identify. Cool. That's a natural thing. That's been really helpful for me. So there it is. If you have any thoughts or questions or ideas, please do comment below. And also, if you're a part of the community, let me know. I'd be really interested to know that. And yeah, let's talk about it. Let's be cool. Let's be proud together. Because yay, happy Pride. Cool. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye 5. Okay, cool. Bye 5. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I don't know.